Now as a doctor, I have a problem now. I have a new disease. It's called IT syndrome. I'm not joking. I'm very serious. I'm not joking. I have many young men and women who have problems when they're about 25, 30. By the time they're 30, they've already had high blood pressure, their diabetes, their hearts are not functioning normally, girls don't menstruate, they're very irregular, and everybody is diagnosed with some A, B, C, D label. What I found over the years was that this dirty electricity that comes, you have this Wi-Fi in your house, in your room, 10 mobile phones charging all over the place, and you take one mobile phone and keep it there and talk 2 hours together, brain tumor is likely to come very soon. Cancers are on the rise, everything is going up. And what is happening there? Rat race. Did you know that before money came into this world, there was no illness at all? I'm not joking. Yeah, I can't be joking it. ICTAC. ICTAC is a very important thing. I'm seriously telling you, I'll give you a reference. Failure of scientific medicine, the Innu community study. A paper in the Canadian Journal of Medical Education, 1962. What did the paper say? There was this group of people called Innus off the coast of Saskatchewan. They were aboriginal races in some islands. They had no touch with the reality of what we call as civilization, quote unquote. They had their own egalitarian society, they were hunter-gatherers, they had hunted, gathered things, they got fruits, etc. and all, distributed equally. There was nothing called I, mine. No, it is ours, we. See the two words? I means illness, we means wellness. We have now high-rise buildings, wide ways, but where do we live? We live in apartments, keeping people apart. When I was a little kid in a village, there were a few people in the village. Even if one man had fever, the whole village will know. Today in your high-rise, multi-storied, high-tech building, the neighbor dies, till the dead body starts smelling, you won't know. Why does the dead body smell? 500 species of germs in this universe start eating every part of that body. Our ancestors were very scientific. That's why they made your shoes out of skin, because skin is the last part to be eaten up by these germs. So it lasts longer. But all the other muscle and all will be over in about a week's time. And all that smell is emanated by the fungus that grows. And then only you say, somebody must have died somewhere in the vicinity, maybe in the same building or in the next building. This is not what we want for future. We want a little bit of understanding ourselves. Naan Yar, Ramana Maharshi wrote a beautiful book, Naan Yar. Who am I? Do you know who you are? And why are you here? You have not understood that. Education must teach you that. What are you here for? Our ingress into this world, wrote D.H. Lawrence, was naked and bare. Did you come with anything here? Even underwear you didn't have. Our progress in this world is trouble, but care for others. Our egress from this world will be nobody knows where. But if you do well here, you will do well there. So don't worry where you are going, heaven or hell. Both ways you are happy, because if you went to heaven, that's where you wanted to go, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Supposing perchance you go to hell by mistake, not your mistake, God's account keeping mistake, which is not computerized yet. So what happens? What happens to you? You are in hell with so many of your friends. You are so happy. So don't you worry about where you are going and what's going to happen. If you do well here, you will do well there. What do you do here? The next thing of healthy mind. What is that? Enthusiasm to be compassionate. You want happiness, do you? See that someone you give happiness. Happiness will come back. It's like a mirror. Wrote Christina, if love is what you give away, love is what comes back each day. If happiness is what you give away, happiness is what comes back each day. You think now IT advancement, America is the most advanced country. But let me tell you the secret. America is the most unhappy country in the world. America has the largest number of illnesses. And America has the shortest life expectancy among the industrialist countries. And America has the costliest medical system, and America has the maximum number of illnesses and least number of well people. As a matter of fact, there is no well person at all. An American professor wrote this beautiful book, please read this, called The Last Well Person. The Last Well Person. The professor's name is Norton Hadler, who was professor in the Princeton University's medical school. Why? 14 countries, industrialized countries study showed Japan with the least number of doctors per capita, vis-a-vis America with the largest number of doctors per capita, Japan with the least number of specialists, and America with almost 99.99% specialists, and America spending the maximum amount of money, Japan spending the least amount of money. Japan is the best country for health, longest longevity, and happiness-wise, they are the best. America is the worst. You don't believe me, right? Write down, read this article. Is US medicine the best in the world? What's the article's name? Is US medicine best in the world? Who wrote it? A professor in Johns Hopkins University. Her name is Barbara Starfield. And where is the article published? In a very most prestigious American journal called JAMA, Journal of the American Medical Association. Year is 2000, volume 284, page 483. Please read this. No, you should know the reality, right? Where is the reality? All that we're having is hype. You know what happens in any statement? Winston Churchill said it so beautifully. Our papers write various statements, our politicians make various statements, our leaders make various statements, and when I came here, they took me to a room called VIP room. I was afraid, I missed a beat. Because my concept of a VIP is very insignificant person. So I thought, and it proved to be right because, you know, I was supposed to give a keynote address in the beginning and I was almost being pushed off to an extent that I wanted to go away, and then the young man caught me and said, no, I will give you some time here, just talk. So, again, I was reminded of what Winston Churchill said. In any statement, there are three important things. What are they? Who makes the statement? If he is somebody very, very big, it's a very important statement. How does he make the statement? If he makes it in a fashionable way, call the press and then talk about it, is important. And what he says is the least important. So you have a lot of these statements made, but the reality is, with more money, more industry, more advancement, you have less health, more problems, and mankind is not happy today. In America, there are two diseases. Not heart attack and cancer, they have gone side. Suicide, and divorce. I know in Bangalore, they had ordinary courts, and I was talking to the lawyers. In an average, about 1,000 divorces in a year, in all the Bangalore courts. Now they have a divorce court in Bangalore, and every month they have got about 5 to 10,000 divorce cases being filed. So we are catching up with America. We are not bad. We have been aping America, but we are catching up with America. And frustration. When do you get frustration? When you don't have a healthy mind, you get frustration because I want. Some Shishya came to the Guru and said, I want peace, Swamiji. Swamiji said, repeat that. I want peace. Say that again without the I. Want peace. Say that without the want. Peace. See, there is peace. What disturbed peace? Want and I. So when you want, I want money, I want job, I want promotion, I want this, I want that, I want to be the president of India, and if you don't become, you get frustrated, and the next thing is suicide. Do you want this to happen? Do you want this country also to follow the American way? No.